Hello, Trade Social, and to all new members that have joined us recently. Hello, hello. Welcome to the daily portfolio share for the Trade Social 22K account that we trade live daily in our alert service. And today is, of course, Thursday, the 27th, and this is when we hit YouTube live and we let everybody come in for free and see what we do. So yeah, welcome to YouTube as well. Let's just do the usual 1 minute or so sort of period to let people join. Currently, we don't have all the participants that we want. Let's just let everyone receive the alert. Members would have got an alert as they do daily when this show starts. It's always around 3:30 daily. Yeah, let's just give them a moment to catch up. And I'm guessing subscribers on YouTube, they'll get their alert too if they've hit the bell icon, which I thoroughly recommend. I think this is a worthwhile Thursday point for everybody's calendar. So yeah, go ahead and do that if you haven't yet. And follow us, subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content coming very, very soon. Fantastic stuff. We've got more participants coming through. Hello to our co-host Sophie, who's just given us a thumbs up. And hello to all the regular faces that I can see. Drop us a comment and I can shout you out if you wanna be. Fantastic to see the usual crowd. It's going to be a very, very good one today. If people need a Q&A, drop us a comment now or during. If it's relevant to that moment, I'll jump on it if I can see it. If not, I will catch up with everyone's questions at the end. So that's been 2 minutes to let everyone catch up. Let's go ahead if everybody's ready. So the structure of these lives are normally, like I said, on the subscription service Monday to Wednesday. On our Trade Social platform. Find a link below this video, likely to go ahead and join our platform for free and go and get a better preview of what we do. So on the platform is where we do this daily routine, okay? Live on air, full transparency, see our positions, see our maintenance. Plus, we look at our economics calendar because that helps us trade. We also we do a mini market prep as well. Mondays are the bigger market prep, where we actually go into some details of what might be helping us or not in the week coming, and looking at different sectors and things. And then, of course, the almighty trade log. Our TS trade log is something we share a link to, and of course, we generally start with that because it gives us a good idea of success this month. We are at the last couple of days of trading months of June as well, so it's an exciting place to start now too. And you can see our results. Yeah, so that gives you an idea of the daily routine, and you get an idea of how I trade as an experienced trader of more than 6 years now of making this my full-time career. So yeah, if that sounds like something interesting for you, then stay tuned and yeah, join us whenever you can on Thursdays too. So yeah, the system that we trade, the idea behind it, this is a side hustle, okay? Doesn't matter how much money you're starting with. This can work for the smallest of accounts too. The idea is to make your money work for you, to outperform any of these non-risk funds that you could put your money into, these tracker funds or buying stocks and things. For around 3 hours weekly, you can expect our students create goals of 2% monthly, and they exceed these goals. You can look to make a goal of 24% annually return, but we've had students making excess of 30% on their money. So this is a really a high return side hustle. It's just a 3-hour part-time gig that's packaged for you as a product, as a trading course that you can go and take. It's around about a 30 to 45 day course if you are committed and want to get through this most students make it that way. And yeah, we've got everything in place for you to get to hit these results of around at least 2% monthly for 3 hours of work a week. I think is a fantastic product and a fantastic thing that exists now. In technology has caught up for the retail trade, and this is absolutely possible. Our system is we trade options, we trade options contracts, and we are rinsing and repeating our mechanical system. We're options sellers, which basically means we can trade theta decay, we can trade time. So we, in layman's terms, which we can trade sideways. We don't need a stock or an asset to go up. We're using options to trade when prices of markets can go sideways or even come down, because we are trading price levels using options. If you're familiar a little bit, strike prices, when we have our naked puts very far away from price, so we can sit pretty and let price go around, do its things, let people go and predict and pretend that they know what's going to be happening. We will sit with our 95% accuracy on our options contracts, trading maths, trading probability, things that we can actually rely on. I haven't been able to rely on news stories or clever indicators or TNA analysis. That stuff works. It does work, of course, and it works for other people. I much prefer to get my time back, not have to sit in front of a screen and trade options mathematics. So we trade probabilities, we trade options here, and that's how we can do what we do of a 3-hour part-time hustle per week. So stay tuned to see our portfolio and get a better insight. So cool. Trade log then. Let's jump into the weeds of this then. Let's go. Okay. Hope everyone's receiving that. Drop a thumbs up in the comment section. Thank you, everyone. Thumbs up, thumbs up. People are receiving me. Okay. Performance this month then. So we have got this. Where are we today? Today's data, 24th, 25th, 26th. This must have been left off last night then. So this is where we are as of close last night. All right. Because tomorrow, tomorrow, have we got missing a day here? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Thursday being the 27th, Thursday being today. Perfect. Okay. So later on we'll put in today's, but signing off from last night, as markets just opened, signing off from last night was 22 delta, which is nice and neutral, meaning that we don't need the market to go up, don't need the market to go down. Theta decay, then we like it to sort of be a 2-to-1 ratio of delta. So ideally, if delta's 22, we want to see 44. We're a little bit low on theta. So why are we low? Well, if we skip ahead here, we're only using 25% of our cash. We like to go up to about 50%, 60% of our cash. That means that today we're going to be putting on at least one new position, which is going to be really exciting to do on YouTube and give everyone a good insight. Net liquid, BP usage, fine. The BP usage percentage is what I want to focus on today. Results this week, as I just said, results this month, sorry, and this week, we've made $502 this month in a 22K portfolio. I think that's really good. Last week we made $209. The week previously, didn't make any. That's what can happen. So that's the normal run, the ups and downs of this portfolio. Like we're not day traders, is what I'm trying to say. We're income traders. So at the end of the month, we're making profit. We're not looking to make profit, consistent profit daily. We are end of the month traders. And this is why we don't have work every day to do in this portfolio. This is why we only have to trade 3 hours a week. Excuse me. $0 for that week there. Looks like we didn't have a lot of a lot of work on that week. But the results, I think, are fantastic. By the end of the month, we have made $953, and that is 3.77% on our 22K portfolio. The goal was 2%, so we have almost doubled that goal, which is fantastic. We've had a really good June here. Yeah, first week of June we made $242 just to complete that view of all the weeks together. $222, $0 week 2, week 3 $209, taking a small loss on Friday to make $209, and then this week is the bumper week. Normally that's how we do it. We hold positions throughout the first few weeks, and then at the end of the week we ramp things up to try and hit our target, or in this case, we've exceeded our target. We've had other positions we wanted to close. Yeah, for more rules. I can't give too much away on YouTube. I'm trying to hold back, but yeah, go check out our course. Go check out our previews as well online, and people can check it out for themselves. Yeah, we on our course. We talk about more in depth on portfolio structure and strategy rules and all that kind of stuff. But and yeah, end of the month with portfolio closing things, blah blah blah. But so 502 for this week and 953 for the total month. 3.77% in June, and then overall for this year, let's just update this. $2,390 in a 22K portfolio for the year to date 2024. So that puts us at 11.16%, as you can see down here, for the year. So doing really well. SPY is slightly beating us, but they're having a crazy bumper year. Bumper start to the year, 15.62. Let's see where they actually are by the end of the year. We've looked at technicals of their chart. They are going sort of parabolic at the moment, and it looks like they're going to have to come down to rest by the end of the year. But we'll keep going. Yeah, so that is that. I want to move quickly now to the economics calendar. So let me just go and pull this back up, because we cover this in more detail on Mondays, but just to switch to this, touch base on it on a daily basis very quickly. We need to understand when these red flags are coming in, these red stars are coming in, simply because of course you can trade when you like, and you'll still get the same. You're still trading options probabilities. However, this is a nice supplement, because you can see from 8:30. On all four of these news reports, Thursday's very heavy today, and so before markets open, that's ET time, Eastern time, US. So for us, that is, when's that? If markets are opening for us, when it hits, that's about 2:30. We'll be looking to be clear of those results over here in UK time, so GMT time. We want to wait. We can be trading futures outside of equities markets, so outside of the market open. So why would we do that when we know that we've got such heavy data coming in, and prices, you'll find, will be very wide because of uncertainty? We go into more detail of this in other, check out archive videos, check out Monday morning videos. We really go into the weeds of why this is a nice supplement, and something it's great to have market awareness, you'll realize, in this game, just as a nice supplement. So yeah, find out more about that in other videos too. But what did we have this morning? We had durable goods, which I don't think people would have mainly focused on. I think GDP. This gives us that looks at consumer confidence, GDP. That looks at growth. So I think is super important for the market, whether it turns bullish or bearish data. International trading goods, yeah, I think that's important, but I think GDP, people would have really looked at that figure further. Jobless claims, probably not so much, because jobless claims we got a result last week as well, and jobless claims came in better for the market, and so yeah, better results for the market. So let's have a little. So I don't know if this would really have been, the real one to be looking at. The 4-week moving average prior 323K and then we actually went up in the for the market for the actual prior revise 233. So yeah, with more people claiming this is a positive for the market, more debt in the market, and more money in the market as well. So yeah, that could be perceived as bullish. Here's the one I believe people were looking at: GDP. Obviously, these all came out at the same time in the day, so it's hard to say which people, what really pushed investors. But let's look. GDP. We had a prior of 2% growth, and that was an annual rate of growth. And consensus said it would stick. The actual has actually fallen, so that should be bearish for the market. However, you can take all of these results with a pinch of salt, because technology, AI, we've seen semiconductors, we've seen what's going on with the new with those prices, stock prices, and we've seen what the news is pushing. Very much all things in this technology index. You know, they said the Magnificent Seven, things like Microsoft, Apple, Google, Netflix, and now Nvidia. The money seems to be fine. No bad economic data seems to be nudging them. So there's the balance. I would prefer to be focusing on trading probabilities, solid things like options maths, rather than trying to make heads or tails of the technology market, or the overall market, or reading these economic data reports and things, you know, as my indicator. This is a supplement, and it will always remain a supplement. We're going to look at prices in a moment now on the software. That's still a supplement. What we actually use as an indicator, as a trigger to put our trades on, are the options maths and the probabilities. We don't need to sit around waiting all day looking at a screen. We just rinse and repeat and trade the same mechanics. That's why this thing, this product, these rules make a fantastic side hustle for people looking just for a part-time thing, a part-time gig, where you can make some oversized returns. Yeah, if that sounds like something for you, I'm going to plug away again and suggest that you go and check out our course. It's on our platform at Trade Social. Please check out the links wherever you're receiving this video. So that just concludes the little segment on economic data. Just be aware of these every day. I really recommend that you guys note down where to find this. It's econoday.com. It's free. We're not affiliated with them at all, but it's just it's a good thing to get your supplement. Tomorrow morning, we've got personal incomes and outlays. That's going to affect inflation massively, and that is a big talking point. What are the Fed going to do this year with their interest rates? They are predicted to be reducing them at certain points, but they keep changing their mind on this, and so it's just noise at the moment. Personal income and outlays tomorrow will change people's opinions. That's why it's got a red dot on it. So be aware, 8:30 tomorrow morning. I'm going to stop sharing that. Otherwise, I will start waffling too much. Let's check out, finally, let's do some live trading. Tasty Trade platform here. Absolutely love it. It's fantastic. Go ahead and check out all of our videos on all things Tasty Trade and how to get yourself an account, how to get set up. If you'd like to use our referral code, please. It gives us a little kickback. Helps us put those videos together. But yeah, really recommend this software. Fantastic. Best on the market that we can see at the moment in terms of price and in terms of just how intuitive this thing is, just to run a side hustle. It's fantastic. So what I was looking at earlier was gold. We can start there actually, because gold, this is our lovely price charts that I remember I said earlier, these are indicators, not at all the reason we put on trades. This is a supplement, just like the economic calendar is. Two lovely tops here in gold. Where was that? April 12th, May 20th. Can you see we've been hitting a downtrend? All these ribbons here act as price points, like fighting grounds. You know, these resistance levels here. You can see we're making our way down slowly through these resistance levels, going sideways because we're finding buyers. We had a large drop down yesterday in price, and then we've had a large kick up today in price. So who knows where that's going next? I'm happy that I don't need to make an assumption on that. But just be aware, the point I'm showing you this today is that, do you think a healthy market would see precious metals going up? I'm not sure that was very healthy today to see gold press up like that. We've got over here in the Dow Jones, we love to look at the Dow Jones 100. It's an industrial average, so a sector average. Really nice just to see what the overall US is doing. We only trade US index. We only trade the SPY, by the way. This is the only product you're going to see us trading. And yeah, we'll get into that. But yeah, the index. A beautiful little pop up today in the US markets. So equities. So if you're seeing equities markets going up, you're seeing precious metals going up too. Not too sure that's too healthy. What's the dollar doing today? Dollar dropped down, only a small change though of 0.06. Nothing really to point out. By the way, gold, that pop up today was 2.66, was the pop up to 266 points. Dow Jones today was 100 points pop up. And I think that's all I really want to cover. We're seeing a lot of money go back into Bitcoin today. It's nice just to cover Bitcoin. BITO is the ETF. I say a lot of money. Well, very, very volatile product, but we can see we are holding this little pop back up. But yeah, we've really seen a tear to the downside actually in Bitcoin recently, and I think that was that's why we can see the US dollar going up as a counter to that, US dollar being stronger. Anyway, final thing to focus on: what is the fear index in the market telling us today and yesterday? Because that was the trade, we haven't reviewed that trading day. Yesterday we saw complacency. We saw perhaps greed coming into the market. We've got this majority of this week has just been red candles, no fear, and the price just coming back down again. So hey ho. Today we're seeing a tiny change, 0.10. So yeah, that suggests the market isn't seeing any fear right now. The data points that have come in this week and today have not shaken the market. What about tech as a final little indicator? It's popped up today at 0.36. Technology, look at this look at that for the year, and then look at this for sorry, that is, well, majority of the year, yes. And then the recent weeks, wow, it's just gone crazy. It certainly looks like it's due a rest. I can't tell you when. So yeah, this week mostly we've seen it flat, to be honest, in this market. And today we tried to pop up a bit, but perhaps on the news, sinking in, looks like we're coming back to even today in the Qs, which is an index for all things tech. So a real mixed bag. I'm definitely happy that I don't rely on these indicators for me to make money and for me to make trading decisions. So happy that sticks as a supplement. Now we know what roughly is going on in the market, in sectors and things. It's enough information for us. Let's do some trades. I did that a bit fast. Sorry. We've got we trade the /MES. That is the futures product of the SPY. The SPY is an index, 500 companies in the US market, and you can trade a future price version of that based on orders and volatility. Creates this futures product. We trade it because we can make it's a lot more liquid. We can make more money from it. There's nothing else that's really fabulous and special and whatever about that. Yeah, there's simple reasons. Again, we cover that in more detail in the course. So I'm clicking on this first expiries, okay, this first MESU4. So first thing we got are verticals. We're trying to close this vertical right now. This is, as we know, this is the June 28th, okay? That's our expiry. With the verticals, we're putting on naked puts. So we've already taken profit from this normally about a 2-to-1 or even a 3-to-1 ratio, right? So we made about $250, I believe, give or take, in the June 25s. And what we've had left over then is the vertical side of it. That's the hedge. That's how we can trade neutrally, like I mentioned before, right? We've got one thing wanting it to go up. We've got the vertical which wants something to go down. We have already paid for this vertical with our profits, okay? So this means we've got this lovely vertical sitting there. Yeah, it's taking a loss at $86 right now, but we love the fact that we've got these hedges because it's an insurance against our portfolio, against our account. Which is one of the smartest things we ever did with this strategy, and understood, because markets are cyclical. So when the market does decide to come down lower, we will make more profit from these verticals. So we will actually we'll have an insurance to pay us out. So anyway, enough on those verticals. Please join us in our subscription service if this interests you and you want to learn more about this strategy. For now, I really can't say too much more, obvious reasons. But yeah, every time I'm going to skip past these verticals today because it's going to get boring repeating myself. But that's the reason we take losses majority of the time on our verticals, and we're perfectly comfortable doing it because we know we've made a 2x or a 3x on that. I hope this is making some sense and getting people interested. So $86 loss on that. The reason I'm wanting to take this off is because of this. If I filter by DTE, that means how many days left to the expiry. We've got 1 day left because tomorrow's Friday. So I'm going to right click on this vertical, and I would love to close the full position. Probably going to have to be an order, GTC order, review and send it. I don't think it's going to get. I already have a closing order. Fantastic. All right, I think I covered that in Tuesday's video. Okay, that's been taken care of. We might not get that filled because it's gone so low. Let me bring it back on the screen. This June 28th. That's fine. It's annoying because you'll have like a $1 cost if you let things expire. That's the cost of doing business now, however. So if it's an $86 loss there, it'll be an $87 loss by the time it goes through. That's enough said really on that. We've got the next vertical coming through will be in 22 days, so we don't have to do anything on that. Let's go to a real, let's go to an actual trade then, and you'll understand, you'll see the vertical here. These are the August 16s. You'll see that this is the vertical there that I'm highlighting. Sorry, the naked put that has 2 contracts, and then you'll see here, this is the vertical that has the 1 contract, creating this ratio. How are we doing in this then? August 16s. We're currently sitting on $125 profit. To us, that's a 78% profit on the position. And we've had this on for 49 days, and we've really had to do nothing with this position. We just sat, waited for theta decay to work for us, which is time. As time is moving forward each day, we're making money as options sellers. A super simple thing to get your head around. Go and check out our course, to understand more about how to do this with options. 78% is fantastic for really doing nothing other than just opening this position and checking it a couple of times a week. So nothing to do on the position, to be honest. We're waiting for 90%, which is sort of typical when we take these trades off. We're at 78%, so nothing to do there. Let's look at the next full position, and that will be this here. So August 30th is the expiry. And we've been in the trade for 22 days. We're currently sitting on $208 profit. You see that here. And that is a 48, let's call it, percent profit. So we're nowhere near our target. Yes, $208 is fantastic. We're just going to sit and wait for this to do its thing. Let me just bear with me. I'm going to put some power on my laptop. There we go. Just to make sure I caught that before you lost me. Yeah, so nothing to do there, to be honest. That's just cooking really well and doing its thing. Let me just get to the bottom of these. Here we go. Gives me more space. Next full position then, expiry is the September 20th. And we have this 4 contract. Here is the naked put. This is the bringing in the majority in the ratio for this, as it's a 2-to-1 ratio. Yeah, $298 we're sitting on here, and quite a high percentage win right now. That's a 73.6% win, and we've had this trade on for 56 days. So we've been making more than $1 a day off of our money on that, which is our goal, and which makes a really healthy portfolio. That's fantastic to see. Nothing to do here though. 73% is very good, but we wait for around 90% on our naked puts. So okay, next trade. We've got this solo SPY position here. I'll just touch upon this quickly. We hedge our portfolios as well with puts. You can learn to do this in our fantastic course on our platform. Please go ahead and check out the free previews and videos and look at what we offer. We hedge a small portion. This trade cost us $690. By the ratio of this, though, we're going to have this on for at least 3 or 4 months. This is just securing us each month that if the market comes down, we are going to have a payday at least. We can wait for other positions to make us money. And in the meantime, our insurances are paying us money. It's the balance. It's the delta balance that I've been talking about. And we trade a neutral portfolio. If you'd like to learn much more or know more about hedges, go and check out our more videos that we have on our platform, or drop me or Sophie a message. We'd love to chat to you further. Go and find us on the relevant spots, and we'll get back to you. Yeah, so moving on to our other full positions. Another September 20s. We have a 78% profit on this naked put here that I'm highlighting. That's $337 profit, which is fantastic for a 22K portfolio. That's awesome. There's nothing to do here on this position. We're going to sit and wait. 78 is fantastic as a percentage. We're going to wait for 90% as part of our rules. We've really had to do nothing here in this trade other than open it and just check it a couple of times in the week. We're letting the options probabilities do their thing. We're trading very low deltas, and we are choosing strike prices that are very far away from the price. If it was up here, the price level's down here, and we are letting the price move around up and down, and by the end of our time period, we're making money. Not a lot of maintenance to do with when you trade like that, and when you just trade probabilities. It's about price levels that we choose. We have about 95% success rate, and we suffer about 5% losses on all of our positions on about a yearly basis. To give you an idea, that's the beauty of probabilities and options maths. We're talking about expectancy, so what we actually get at the end of the day. So the more we trade, the closer we get to our expectancy, which a lot of people that have assumptions and trade with technical analysis and things, they're the opposite. They don't want to trade a lot more. Anyway, enough on that for now. What's our next full position? We've got an October 18 expiry. We're sitting with $160 in that trade for 56 days in the trade, and our percentage return is a 68% return on that trade. October 18s, and another October 18, sorry. We have $117 there, and that's a 52% winner. And next one, I need to change this, sorry, to a vertical. This must have been something we closed yesterday. There we go. Rename that one. Cool. November 15 then. Sitting on, in our naked put, $236 profit, and that is a 33% winner. We've only been in the trade for 35 days. We're more or less meeting our target of around 1% a month. Maybe it could perform a little bit better, but 33% is really good. That's $236 that we have made for realistically putting in no work at all, other than understanding option selling and the metrics involved, and understanding how to maintain this daily, which, by the way, is a very quick, simple routine. You can see here the answer to this trade right now. The maintenance that we need to do on this trade is nothing. We haven't made 90%, and so we're not closing it for profit. And it hasn't gone completely south. It's, we don't have to close it. So if those two, if it's a yes or a no, or a no on both of those options, then you sit and wait and do nothing, or you act accordingly. If you have a yes, but nothing to do on that one. All right, another November 15th, $63 profit, and that's 9%. And we've been in the trade for 7 days, so nothing to do on that. It's not gone south. It's not gone to 90%, so nothing to do. That concludes maintenance. Because we don't have enough theta on, and we have a lot of cash sitting there. Let's open up the trade tab and let's do a live trade for everybody just to follow, and let's see how we do this, as we need to put on the trade. Let me just remind everyone, I'm not going to share this on the screen, but on our trade log that we give all new members, we've got a clever system that a goals tab where you're punching in your net liquid, and this code is telling us how much BP we should risk. For us at a 22K, that's $1,100. So if I come back now to a trade, I know exactly how much I should be risking. I'm going to go out to this 175-day expiry, and I'm going to go and find our deltas. So we want to buy the 25 delta, sell the 23. That creates our vertical. And then we want to go and find our 6 delta, but we want to create our ratio. So we're going to sell that 2 times. And there you have it. It's as simple as that. Now I just need to scale accordingly. So to $461 is the risk right now. So if I go ahead and select everything and times that all by 2, we're sitting at now of a risk of 922. Let's go ahead again and bump that up. And now that's gone out of scale. We're now at 138, so we need to bring it back down. And that's as simple as that. I now just need to choose a GTC, which means that'll last until I cancel it, this order that I'm about to send. And then, to be honest, we can just review and send it. There we go. I'm not sure if we get filled right away because we've gone in on the mid price, but we're in no rush to get that filled. That order will just sit in the market, until it gets filled. For all subscribers on the platform, when this gets filled, I'll update you all and do a post, and you'll be able to copy that trade. And sort of, yeah, that's it. That'll give us the theta that we need. That'll use some cash that we needed to recycle because we've taken off a lot of positions recently and paid ourselves. But yeah, that concludes doing a trade live. It's really that fast, that simple. This is why using our system as this part-time side hustle system, it really is. It's 3 hours of work weekly. If you're new to this, you might take about 4 hours. That's the only difference. And we can be expecting to make good results like the ones that you've seen today as a fantastic side hustle income that you can do while still performing at your full-time job. But you can just put your cash sitting there to work. And this really does work for any sized portfolios, large, medium, or small. People should be doing this in their spare time. Everyone can find 3 to 4 hours in the week to trade their own money, have control. This is a lifetime skill. And yeah, we should be making some outsized returns that I wouldn't give my money to anybody else now that I have this skill. I can just be churning away using this fantastic technology and setting a goal of making about 30% a year on my money. Follow us here to see if we can do it. We'll prove it to you, and we prove it day in, day out in our live service. And I'll leave it there. Thank you very much, YouTube, for having us today. And I'll sign off. I'll see all the subscribers on Monday morning. We'll be back with a long market review. And yeah, take care, everyone. Have a fantastic weekend. I'm actually with Sophie tomorrow. For anyone who wants to see the student portfolio show, I must plug that. And the weekend isn't quite here yet, actually, because we've got that fantastic show where Sophie will share as a student. We can get a great insight into how she's been doing. So yeah, I will close by saying I will see everybody there on that show, and take care. Bye for now.